Do you have a hobby, something that you love to do that you want to turn into a business? You can do it. It happens all the time, but you need a good business plan. Lauren Fujii is here. She's going to tell us a little bit about how to schedule that good business plan or what you need to do. Thanks for coming in, Lauren.
Morning, Steve.
Okay, so first of all, give us an example, something that started as a hobby that someone turned into a business.
So many people have been coming up with the photo box idea, which has shown up at proms, weddings, even graduation parties. So I personally helped some friends of mine with the photo box idea, which I can share with you a little later.
Okay, so now if you have a plan like the photo box, you have something like that, and you want to turn it into, what do you need as far as a business plan is concerned?
Well, the business plan is really for people that are looking to start a new business or for existing business owners that are maybe looking to expand or get some additional funding. It's really to just provide a clear and concise overview of your overall business strategy. So.
Okay, what are some important components of that?
Good question. So I wanted to share 4 components today. The first one being the executive summary. So that one gives, a compelling and very concise overview of your general plan. The second is the meat and potatoes of the entire process, which really describes the nature of the business. What are your products and services? Who's your management team? As well as who are your competitors and how do you stack up? The third component are your financials. Everyone has to have financials, right? So what are your past historical data as well as future projections and revenues and expenses? And lastly is the funding amount. What is the dollar amount you're requesting for? How are you going to use those funds and how are you going to be repaid it?
Okay, you could possibly mess this up though. What are some common mistakes, right?
Right.
Okay.
One of the major mistakes that we see is that people don't communicate it in layman's terms. Be clear. Don't use industry jargon. Be specific and have goals that are measurable and very attainable. Our general rule of thumb is to act as if you're communicating to a 10-year-old when describing your plan.
Okay, so now one of the things that you said is important to have is sizing up the competition and looking around and seeing what other people. Let's use your example of the photo box.
Okay.
How did they do that?
Okay, well, one of the first things that they did was identify how they fit in the market or the overall industry. What is their competitive advantage and how does that compare to existing local and mainland vendors as well? So they clearly showed the strengths and weaknesses of their business as well as others and how they fit in total. I mean, in general, bankers understand that in order to run a business successfully, you need to know and respect your competition.
Okay, Lauren Fujii, Vice President from Bank of Hawaii, joining us. Thank you very much.
Steve.
By the way, Bank of Hawaii is going to have a number of seminars about this throughout the year. In case you're interested, all the information on our website, hawaiiNewsNow.com. You guys stick around for more. You're watching Sunrise.